It wasn't long ago that we were last here. When we came here last time, we mentioned a few things that were up and coming. One was the appointment of a new non-executive director, and the other was the prototype launch of channels on Eva. So really quickly on Eva, today Apple have just approved the very latest version. So we have the prototype of channels, and I'm delighted to announce that we have our first brand partnership. It's a prototype with Movember in Canada. And people will be able to track their mustaches as they grow throughout the month of Movember, and people will also be able to drive donations through their channel on Eva. So this is a really important proof point for us to show how brands can engage with Eva and how Eva can itself be a revenue generating activity. And then the second thing, which is why we're here today, was that we said that we would appoint a new non-executive director, and I'm delighted that Jim Irving has agreed to join us. He'll tell you a little bit about himself. I love Jim. I think there's three things that really attracted me to Jim when we first started talking to him. The first one was that he's just an experienced business builder. He can take businesses from scratch to big quickly, and that's really valuable for us. The second thing is that his background in sports and his network is just incredibly impressive. And the third, and for me the most important thing, is that he's a winner. He's a winner, a born winner. He likes to win. He spends a lot of time thinking about how we can drive our business forward. And again, that was really attractive to me.
Yeah, sure. So I was at the BBC for a long time, 14 years. So straight from graduating, I joined as a technical operator, but then became a director when the BBC launched 24 Hour News. And then for the last 7 years of my BBC career, I was at BBC Sport, working my way up to an executive producer role. So I launched and oversaw Match of the Day 2, which most people will know is the Sunday night football highlight show, which is a bit of a British institution. And then for the last 7 years, so since end of 2008, I've been with Delta Tray, who are a big sports media services business. They work with the likes of UEFA and FIFA, Sky, BBC, BT, a lot of big broadcasters and a lot of big sports federations globally, providing a whole raft of services, everything from TV graphics to comprehensive digital platforms across social, web and video. So I've been working with Forbidden for a number of years during my time at Delta Tray, working on a whole range of projects for big broadcasters, big sports federations, and the team that I actually managed were responsible for using Foreseen as a platform, manipulating content and serving it out to those clients. So I'm very familiar with the technology, and I think it's incredibly versatile, and also more importantly allows organisations to scale, which I think is a real strength. And I think that type of capability is something that's going to be needed more and more in the future. I think now is a really exciting time across all types of genres, but sport specifically, one of the great challenges of sport is really around scale. So we've just seen the Rugby World Cup finish, and in World Rugby you've got an organisation that for 3.5 years out of 4 is a fairly standard size, and then has to explode to serve content around this enormous event. So something like Foreseen has a really, really exciting part to play in that, in terms of being able to scale for those major events, and those come around every year. So I think by placing Foreseen at the heart of sports, sports events and sports broadcasters, I think that's where we can really grow the business.